trigonometric equations basics. So I want to derive all of the results that we'll be needing for trigonometry in today's class. Like what I will do is I'll start off with one proof for sum and difference of an angle, and from there we'll derive all the formulas that we'll need in trigonometry, okay, from one of the results. So I want you guys to pay attention, because eventually what will happen is in trigonometry there are a lot of formulas, and you need to know exactly how each of them have come, where each of them have come from, okay. So for example, the point of the class is to prove this formula, and use this to derive all the other formulas that you're going to need. More than 10-15, around 10-15 other results that you're going to need in your trigonometry. So we'll prove all of them from here, okay. So 1 second, just wait for Bhavesh also to join. Yeah. How is everything going in Alan or not? What is happening these days?
He just finished the wave curve in math.
Just finished what? The wavy curve.
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, so that is just solving inequalities or equalities, right? Equations,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And apart from that, in math so far, what have you done in Alan? Before that, absolute value and all.
Math.
Absolute
In
value.
math,
Tell me.
we haven't done logarithm, but I think everything else in basic mathematics.
Okay, so they will probably start trigonometry soon. So today's class is going to be crucial. We are going to start with prove this, and then we are going to derive a lot of other results. Okay, so let's just begin, and I will first draw a figure. Let's say O A. Okay, 1 B and C. So this is C. Let's suppose OA line is being rotated like this, OABC, right? In a circle. Something like this. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason we are rotating this line is because we want to find sum of two angles. Okay, so this angle is A and this angle is B. Okay, so we want to find sine of A plus B. So let's drop a perpendicular from this point. This is perpendicular and this is also perpendicular. Let's call this point, say, N, and that point P. This is N, this point is P. And also let's drop a perpendicular from here onto this. Wait one second. So yeah, this point is, say, R, and this point is M, this point is Q. Okay, so we have a triangle like this, and we have these right angle triangles. If you can see, NQA is a right angle triangle, PRN is a right angle triangle, and RNQM is a rectangle sort of a situation, and also POM is a right angle triangle. Okay, so what we want to get is sine of angle A plus B. Sine of angle A plus B in this right angle triangle is what? Sine of angle A plus B is
Uh,
MP by
Sine of
OP,
an-
right?
Yeah,
MP by OP. So
yeah,
that makes sense. MP by OP, right? Now
yeah,
MP can be written as MP can be written as MR plus RP, MR
yeah,
plus RP equal to MR plus RP divided by OP. So this becomes MR by OP plus RP by OP, correct? Now
That's-
notice that MR by OP, OP is this distance, no? And MR is this distance. So
yeah,
right now this is not in one particular triangle. MR is in this triangle, this distance which is different, right? So
yeah,
what we will do is MR by OP can be written as QN by OP, no? QN by OP. QN is equal to MR, right?
yeah,
QN by OP. And similarly, RP by OP will just write as RP by OP. RP by
okay.
OP is the same. Now QN by OP. So notice the distances QN. QN is here. OP is in this here, right?
Yeah,
So if it was QN by ON, QN by ON
yeah,
would have been one triangle, no?
yeah,
And but Qn by OP is there. So I need to make it one triangle. I can do Qn by On into On by OP. It's the same thing.
yeah,
No, if you add and multiply and divide by On, it's the same thing, right?
yeah,
So plus RP by OP. Let's look at RP and OP. Okay, so RP is this distance. So can we make it also part of some triangle? So instead of RP by OP, if I had RP and NP, right, then it would be one
yeah,
triangle, right?
yeah,
So RP by NP into NP by OP, right? Now, before we proceed, we need to know some angles. So this angle is clearly 90 minus A, right? Correct?
yeah, yeah,
And 90 minus A is this, then this much is A, right?
yeah, yeah,
This much is A, then this is 90 minus A, uh,
yeah,
right? This is 90 minus A, and okay, so 90 minus A, and this must be A, right? This must be A, no? I think, yeah. Angle RPN is equal to A. RPN, yeah, correct. Think about it. If in this right angle triangle this is A, then this is 90 minus A, no?
yeah, yeah,
If you look at RPN, this right angle triangle, right?
yeah, yeah,
So then clearly, if this is 90 minus A, then this must be A, right? RPN.
yeah,
Now notice what is QN by ON? QN by ON. ON is this, right? QN by ON is perpendicular by hypotenuse in this small
yeah,
right angle triangle, no?
yeah,
This one. So that is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So it is sine of angle A, sine of angle A.
yeah,
ON by OP. ON by OP. It is clearly base by hypotenuse, right? In this one, in this right angle triangle.
yeah, yeah,
ON by OP is base by hypotenuse. So cos of B
yeah,
plus RP by NP. So RP is this, NP is this, right? So base by hypotenuse for angle A here.
yeah,
So that is cos A, and NP by OP. NP by OP is perpendicular by hypotenuse for this B angle, because this is 90. So this is perpendicular by hypotenuse, no? Makes sense for angle B, right? Correct. So that becomes a
Yeah.
sine B, right? So
Yeah.
what you're getting is sine of A plus B is becoming equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, right? Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
This has come by a geometrical proof. Similarly, if you do the same thing for cos of A plus B, I can draw similar triangles, rotate a line like this, get two angles and draw perpendiculars, like exactly same figure, but you are focused on
Yeah.
cos of the angle, right? Draw
Yeah.
perpendiculars, same figure, but you do A and B cos of it. So you need this by, or you need this by this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can say that this distance is equal to this distance minus this distance, right?
Yeah.
So do the same derivation using this distance is equal to this big distance minus this small distance, and split the ratio, and this small distance is equal to this small distance. So then you get a triangle here, right? And similarly, if you follow, you will be able to prove that this is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay. So we
Yeah.
end up with these two results. Sin A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Now, what I want you guys to do is to use these two results to prove the following formulas. One, uh, one is sin A minus B. Find out sin A minus B. What is that? Second is find out cos A minus B. Okay. Third is what is tan of A plus B. Fourth is what is tan of A minus B. Fifth is sine of, so write down the list of things that we need. Okay, all these results will be useful. All these results are things that you'll need to know. So what is all this? Seventh is tan of 2a. Eighth is uh, what is sine of 3a. What is cos of 3a. What is tan of 3a. Similarly, what is sine of a by 2 and cos a by 2 and tan a by 2 in terms of sin a, cos a, tan a. This is 11. Then what is 2 cos a cos b, 2 sin a sin b, 2 sin a cos b, these three, and okay. Then finally we need to find out sin c plus sin d, cos c plus cos d, sin c minus sin d, and cos c minus cos t. These formulas. And then we look at one or two special cases. So just note down in your notebook these results. Okay. Just label them right now and just write number them and say that we are going to find them out, so that once you find them out, all of this comes from this. So once you write down all these results, you will be able to like revise that and revise that in one page, right? All of this should be in one page so that you can refer back to it again and again. You will need it throughout your maths, like, because trigonometry, it will come in handy all the time, and then even in other branches of maths these results will be useful. Okay, so this is super important. Once you have written this list of things, then we'll start one by one deriving. After that, we'll look at some special cases also. We'll do sine a plus b into sine a minus b, cos a plus b into cos a minus b. We'll do 15th one will be sine 60 minus theta, sine theta, sine 60 plus theta, and cos 60 minus theta, cos theta into cos 60 plus theta. Once you are done with these, then I think more or less our job is done. So we might look at one or two more, but this is more or less it. Once you have done writing down the different types of formulas, just tell me so we can move on and we'll start doing it. Okay. So we'll do all these derivations today and we'll see how we will be using these results in examples in questions. Once you make a list of it, just let me know. So we'll start in the next screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
We're almost done, no? We've listed down
Same
all of
here.
this.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so I'll just move on. So the first thing was what? Sine of a minus b, right?
Yeah.
So to derive this, you need to know that sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Do you guys
Yeah.
know this?
Yeah,
We have
so
discussed
fast.
it in our last class, right?
Yeah.
So if you take an angle like this, PO, if you drop a perpendicular, this is sine of theta. But if you go minus theta, you are going in this direction, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you go in this direction, your perpendicular becomes negative, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Minus y direction. So sine of minus theta should be minus of sine theta. The the magnitude of the angle is the same, so the ratio's magnitude is the same, but the direction is negative. So perpendicular by hypotenuse turns out to be negative. So now
Yeah.
we have our formula of sine of a plus b, right? Which is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b.
Yeah.
Right? So if you notice here, if you take cos of theta is base by hypotenuse, but if you take minus cos of minus theta, it's still the same base and same hypotenuse, no?
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. This is familiar
Yeah.
because sine the base is still positive, right? So cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Okay.
Yeah.
So now if you put instead of b, if you put minus b in this
Minus
formula,
B.
right? So you
Yeah.
get sine a cos of minus b plus cos a sine of.
Sine of minus B.
So this becomes sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, right?
Yeah.
Right? Sine of a minus b,
Yeah.
right? Makes sense?
Yeah.
And in cos a plus b, cos a plus b formula was cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. From there, if you put minus b instead of b, right? So cos of a minus b will become cos a cos b. Cos minus b is same as cos b plus sine a sine b, right?
Yeah.
Because sine minus b is minus of sine b, right?
Yeah.
So these two formulas now you have proved from your basic two formulas, right? Now this immediately tells you ways to find out, say, sine 15 degree and so on, right? Sine 75 degree, right?
Yeah.
Cos of those angles, because you can do now sine 15 degree is 45 minus 30, right? And you can
Yeah.
put the formula. So 45 minus 30 will become sine 45 1 by root 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2 minus sine 30, which half, and cos 45 is 1 by root 2, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. This is your sine of 15 degree, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Once you know sine of 15 degree, you immediately know cos of 75 degree, right? Because it's
Yeah.
complementary angle. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, right?
Yeah.
So cos 75 degree is also equal to this. You can also find sine 75 by doing sine 45 plus 30 now. So it will be root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Is
Yeah.
everyone getting this?
Yeah.
You are able to find some new angles, sine, cos and all because of these formulas, right? So similarly, tan of 75 degree will become sine 75 by cos 75. Cos 75 you will get from the cos 45 plus 30 answer, right?
Yeah.
So you can get all these values also. Now, so this is the first two formulas. So you have gotten sine a minus b, cos a minus b. So
Okay.
next one was what in our list? Tan a plus b or something, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Tan
Check.
A plus B. Tan.
So tan a plus b. Tan a plus b is obvious. It's equal to sine a plus b by cos a plus b.
Yeah.
And if you write sine a plus b as sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, and this one you write as cos a cos b minus sine a sine b,
Yeah.
right? Then there is a way now to express tan a plus b in terms of tan a and tan b. So to do that, you can divide up and down by cos a cos b. If you divide on top by cos a cos b, okay, so first term becomes sine a by cos a, right?
Yeah.
And second term becomes sine b by cos b.
Yeah.
You are dividing by cos a cos b, so this becomes 1 minus sine a sine b by cos a cos b, correct? So
Yeah.
tan of a plus b becomes tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b.
Yeah.
Makes sense,
Hmm.
correct? And you also know that tan of minus a is equal to minus tan a, right?
Yeah.
Because sine of minus a by cos of minus a is equal to minus sine a by cos a.
Yeah.
So tan of minus a becomes minus tan a, no?
Yeah.
So in this formula,
Yeah.
if I put instead of
minus.
b, I will do minus b. It will become tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. Correct? So
Yeah.
now there is a direct way to get tan for 75 degree or tan 15 degree. You can just directly do tan 45, tan 30. Tan 45 plus 30 is 75, right?
Yeah.
So you will get tan 75 will be equal to 45 plus 30. So 1 plus 1 by root 3 by 1 minus 1 by root 3. Root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1. This is tan 75 degree, right?
Yeah.
Correct. And similarly, you can get tan 15 degree and so on, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have derived our
Yeah.
tan, sum, and difference formulas. Now what was the next one? Sine 2a.
Yeah. Sine A plus sine, like sine A plus A.
Sine 2a will be equal to sine a plus a, right? Instead of a plus b, it is a plus a. So it will be sine a cos b becomes cos a plus cos a sine b becomes sine a. So this becomes equal to 2 sine a cos a, right? Sine 2a
Yeah.
is equal to 2 sine a cos a is the next result. Similarly, cos 2a becomes cos cos, so cos square a minus sine square, sine a sine b becomes sine square a, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes cos square a minus sine square a. You can write it as 2 cos square a minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sine square a. Everyone should convince themselves of all the three versions of this formula. Is everyone seeing how it became cos square minus sine square?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put b is equal to a in cos a plus b formula, right?
Yeah.
After it became cos square a is equal to sine minus sine square a, you can put cos square as 1
Sine
minus
square.
sine square.
Yeah.
So you will get 1 minus sine square
1
minus sine
minus 2
square.
sine. Yeah.
And you can also
Yeah.
do cos square minus 1 plus cos square, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
becomes 2 cos square a minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So now these two formulas are super important. Obviously, these two are very important. So now what you need to do is you can also express now cos square a as 1 plus cos 2a by 2. Convince yourself
Okay.
that that is true. Sin square a is 1 minus cos 2a by 2.
Yeah.
This is coming from these results.
Mhm.
Is it fairly obvious how it comes? 1 plus cos 2a will be 2 cos square a, right? So
Yeah.
1 plus cos 2a by 2 will be cos square a. Similarly, 2 sin square a will be 1 minus cos 2a,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we have cos 2a and sin 2a. So tan 2a will just be, in this formula I can put a and is equal to b.
Yeah.
In this formula, right? A is equal to
Yeah.
b. So it becomes
Yeah.
2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how to get your sin 3a. So sin 3a is equal to sin 2a plus
2A
a,
plus
right? So it
Yeah.
is equal to sin 2a plus a will be sin a plus b formula. So it will be sin 2a cos a plus cos 2a sin a. Correct?
Yeah.
So, okay, great. So now this one we can simplify as what is sin 2a? It is 2
Sine
sin a
2A
cos a, 2 sin a cos
cos.
square a plus this can be written as cos square minus sin square, or 1 minus 2 sin square a into sin a. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one also can be converted only in terms of sign by writing cos square as 1 minus sine square. Becomes 2 sine A into 1 minus sine square A plus sine A minus 2 sine cube A, right?
Okay.
So this is 2 sine A minus 2 sine cube A plus sine A minus 2 sine cube A. It will become 3 sine A minus 4 sine cube A. See, after simplification, 2 sine A plus sine A becomes 3 sine A, and minus
Yeah.
2 sine cube A and minus 2 sine cube A becomes minus 4 sine cube A, right?
Yeah.
So finally, after simplification and using the formulas that we have derived earlier of sine 2A, you will get, and cos 2A, you will get sine 3A becomes 3 sine A minus 4 sine cube A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is convinced on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then we will get also cos 3A. Cos 3A, you can do the same thing again. This thing, right?
Yeah.
It becomes cos 2A cos A minus sin 2A sin A, right? Cos 2A,
Yeah.
I will try to express cos 3A in terms of just cos's. So I'll write cos 2A as 2 cos square A minus 1 into cos A minus 2 sin square A cos A, this one, and this one I'll write as 2 1 minus cos square A into cos A minus 2 cos cube A minus minus cos A. So this becomes 2 minus 2 cos A comes here and minus cos A is here. So minus 3 cos A,
Yeah.
and this becomes plus
Yeah.
2. So 4 cos cube A minus 3 cos A is equal to cos 3A. You can easily check whether the formula is correct or not by putting A is equal to 30 degree. See, cos of 90 is equal to, is it equal to 4 cos cube 30? 4 cos cube 30 will be root 3 by 2 whole cube minus 3 cos 30 is root 3 by 2, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So this is becoming 3 root 3 by 8 and 4 minus 3 root 3 by 2. Clearly 0, no?
Yeah.
Cos
Yeah.
90 you know is 0, right? So the formula is definitely valid, right?
Yeah.
And you had already derived that sine 3A is equal to 3 sine A minus 4 sine cube A. Notice the similarities between the two formulas. Here the cos cube is first and minus 3 cos A is second, and here sine A, 3 sine A is first and minus 4 sine cube A is second. Okay.
Yeah.
But you also know how to get it, right? It is from 2A plus A.
Yeah.
Similarly, I will leave it to you to prove that tan 3A is equal to 3 tan A minus tan cube A by 1 minus 3 tan square A. This is, you can prove it yourself, same method.
Yeah.
Tan 2A plus A you have to do and use the formulas for tan 2A, right?
Yeah.
Tan 2A was what? 2 tan A by 1 minus tan square A.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So all of the double angles, triple angles and all you can find out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we get to the half angles. So suppose you have some A by 2 and all, right? So let's use this formula, these two formulas to get our half angles. You have this result, right?
Yeah.
1 second. You have this result and you also have this result. Is equal to 2 cos square A minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sine square A.
Yeah.
These results are there. Now, if in these results you put A, instead of A, you put A by 2, what happens? See, sine
Okay.
A, this becomes 2A becomes A, no?
Yeah.
Sin A
Yeah.
becomes 2 sin A by 2 cos A by 2. So this is a way to write sin A in terms of sin A by 2 and cos A by 2. No?
Yeah.
Sin A is double of A by 2. So double angle formula with the angle being A by 2.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Similarly, cos A becomes cos square A by 2 minus sin square A by 2.
Yeah.
2 cos square A by 2 minus 1, or 1 minus 2 sin square A by 2, right? Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you can always write now sin A by 2 is equal to root of 1 minus cos A by 2. Does it make sense? Because you can use this 2 sin square A by 2 goes this side. It becomes 1 minus cos A is equal to 2 sin square A by 2. So
Yeah.
sin square A by 2 is equal to 1 minus cos A by 2, and sin A by 2 will be root of that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And similarly, cos A by 2 will be equal to root of 1 plus sin A, 1 plus cos A by 2, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So now
Yeah.
this gives you a way to find half angles and all. So once you know, say, sine 45 degree, you should be able to find sine 45 by 2 degree or 22 and a half degree, right?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
understand, because you
Yeah.
have these results now. Sine
Yeah.
22 and a half degree is equal to this, right? And
Yeah.
cos 22 and a half degree will be equal to this. So 1 minus sine 22 and a half degree can be written as 1 minus cos 45 by 2. So 1 minus
Yeah.
1 by root 2 by 2 and whole root, right? So root 2
Yeah.
minus
Yeah.
1 by 2 root 2 whole root of that. Is everyone getting that? How we got?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
once you have these two formulas established and these results also with you, you can get some new more angles that you all earlier did not know how to get the values of. Okay. Once you have 22 and a half, I mean, you already had sine 15 degree, right?
Yeah.
So you sort of know now, you can find out sine 7.5 degree and all. And you can also check 15 plus 7.5 is 22 and a half. You can check the value of sine 22 and a half by doing that, right?
Yeah.
The calculations will be intense, so don't try it, but you can do it, right? That is the point.
Yeah.
Now you can also now somehow find sine 18 degree because of the formulas that now we know, right? What we can do is 18 degree is equal to theta, so 5 theta
Yeah.
is equal to 90 degree, right?
Yeah.
Pay attention to this derivation, it's nice. So you can now write it as 2 theta is equal to 90 minus 3 theta.
Yeah.
90
Yeah.
degree minus 3 theta. Take a sine on both sides. Sine of 90 minus 3 theta. So we have sine of 2 theta is equal to cos of 3 theta, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have sine of 2 theta is equal to cos of 3 theta. So now this can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta, and this is becoming 3. This formula is 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta.
Yeah.
Cos 3 theta was this, no?
Yeah.
So cancelling cos theta from both sides, this becomes 4 cos square theta minus 3, and this is 2 sine theta, right?
Yeah.
And now you have a quadratic in sine theta, because 4 minus 3 minus 4 sine square theta is equal to 2 sine theta, right?
Yeah.
Correct. See, it is becoming a quadratic, no? 4 sine square
Yeah.
theta plus 2 sine theta minus 1 is equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
So now